fade shot. That's not Kawhi's bag, man. That's not his bag. He doesn't have those. Let's be real. You don't have those. Like, what kind of no IQ is this, man? See, that's his bag. My God. Boom. My goodness, that's his bag. Kawhi, not. Please don't try. Stop. Hit him with the reverse pivot 1-2 with the spin cycle. I been Michael. That would be talking about, boy. Lock up, Mono. It's you. That's Island. Bruh. That's great defense. That's a good shot, but great defense. What? Kawhi. Yo, come on, man. Yo, what you, bruh? Cook him. That's max. Cook him to the max, boy. I hate this pick-up dribble shit, man. Like, see? You, bruh, it's unnecessary, man. Always leads to bad stuff. My God. Cook him. Okay, what we doing? They got back. Morris is on him now. Let's see. Morris is on him now, Reggie. That's great defense. See? Force the pass. Everybody's forcing him to pass. You see? Okay? Lock up. See? Now the ball's out of Luka's hands. My God. The ball's out of Luka's hands. You see when they pad one-on-one without Reggie being on him, it's pad season and he's forced to pass. My goodness. What we doing? Bro, off an inbound? And y'all didn't even help down with 1 second? Paul George could have blocked that? Yo, the IQ is just limited. What we doing here? Mono, cook him to the max, boy. What we talking about? My God. My goodness. Kawhi, not. Please don't try. Stop. In the clutch time, I trust mine. Wake up. Why can't you do that take for the game? Like, what kind of, I don't understand, man. The IQ is just, bruh. It's just non-existent at times, man, with this Clippers team, man. What we doing here? See, Reggie's part of the action. What we doing? They switched, okay? You see? You forced the ball out of Luka's hand. My God. Boom. Offensive rebound. Obviously, Reggie doesn't box out. Whatever. It is what it is, man. That's atrocious, man. What are we doing here? Mono. Cook him to the max, boy. They have to double. See him. Reggie. Pump. Shoot it. Bro, you were late on the pass. You have to shoot. He's out the way, bro. Like, what's Reggie doing, man? And then a foul. Like, you didn't pass it on time because he baited you or he ran in the lane. Okay, now shoot it. You're open. And then look at here, a back screen. Now look, it forces OD for Kawhi to switch, bruh, because he cut in OD. And now what, look, bruh, mono with Reggie on him. My God, this is Island. That's Gerber, you got a server. Okay, good help, Morris. Okay, you see, great help, Morris. Force him to pass. Stay in the gap. I don't know why they didn't do that when it was a mismatch. Oh my God. There you go, PG. With your left hand, finally. God damn, the man's been MIA. Looking like Braun in MIA. What are you doing, boy? 3 for 13, Paul George. God damn, that's atrocious. Then look here, you see Lou Will stunts, show for a minute. Finney Smith is not a shooter, OD. It's not supposed to be a switch. You see, they don't even communicate OD because they just know stunt and I go back. You see, cut off, nothing. Bruh, easy. And then that's force the ball out of this. My goodness. That's a great take. Good tip. Yo, Trey Burke looking like Ivy? Looking like that boy Iverson. Cook him. Mono, Paul George, wake up. My God. Yo, you missed point blank. Yo, point blank. You don't even put it high enough to look. Paul, that's when you know you're in your head. That's when you know you're in your head. Mono. Look, Paul George is on him. Mono. No switch. Lou Will. My good. Oh, great contest. Morris, really? Yo, my God, that's that boy Trey. He said, get out my way. That's my rebound. Really? We doing blow by your nose. That one, he's a damn son. Lou Will, that's all you feel? Buckets, that boy's too skilled, man. What we talking about? And look at the take by Lou Will here. Just IQ. See how he blows by him with the crossover? See how he doesn't put the ball back down? Keeps it high on the rip, on the gather. Buckets on a plather. That's and one. That's what I'm talking about. See, he can't reach. Keeps it high. That's what you teach kids. That's that bucket. That's buckets 1-on-1. That's what you teach them, boy. Don't bring the ball back down. Look again. You see? Lou Will, gap, and then go. But even though they're still kind of out of position, you see Kawhi goes in the lane because he knows he's going to go back. See? IQ. You see how they're not, now nothing's there. Nothing's there. Gap, stunt, go back. Force him to cook. Force him to cook. That's nothing. What we doing? Good stuff. Oh my God, that's great defense. That's just great body up. That's Luka, man. He said I get buckets like I'm Luka, man. And you can see he's talking to Lou Will. Go now. Pete, and he can watch to go inside. Take your time, baby. Take your time with him. Okay, so what we doing here? In the clutch time, okay, PG bringing it up. So down screen for Kawhi, what we doing here? Okay, kill him to the max. Kawhi, man, that's to the left, more to the right, but look right here, see? They're gonna go back to Luka, you already know they have to. They have to because he's that dude, okay? Kawhi's on him. Bro, you can see here, normally it should be a gap to go back, but Kawhi just auto switches, even looks at him like, yo, just switch, just take him, man. Just take him. Like, what? Kawhi, you gotta fight through, that's what you might do. That's what you have to do, bruh. My good. Spin cycle, I been Michael. In the clutch time, he said, I trust mine. Come on, man. Bro, you can't be serious, Kawhi. One stop, come on, man. Bro, you can't be serious, yo. Like, that's crazy, man. Get a stop. Like, bro, come on. That's actually crazy. Look at this. My God, spin cycle. Spin cycle, I been Michael. Look at this, man. Look at PG. PG's in a gap with Finney Smith. You gotta drop down, at least make it tough. You're playing the passing lane? Really? With Luke on a mismatch? My God, Joe, that's terrible. That's actually terrible, man. Bro, look at spin cycle, I been Michael. My God, man. That's a baby. That's Gerber, you gotta serve her. That's a mismatch. He said his gift wrap. Don't you stay in nobody's way, please. Like, move out the way, nigga. My goodness, man. This is Luka. What are we doing here? Mono e mono. Mono e mono. Mono e mono. What we doing? Cook him. Okay, yeah. Bro, that's a great look away pass. My goodness. Morris said I could score it. My goodness. That's out. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, boy. That's a great pass, Kawhi, man. Look right here, the little thing. See, with the Heze blow by, jump stop. Watch, you see he's gonna look to PG. And then that's gonna force Finney Smith to go there and do a no look to the corner. That's elite, and that kind of stunts them. That kind of gives them time, extra time. My God, it's extra time, man. What are we talking about? Look at this. And then you see the look, bro, that's elite. Bro, I see the little things, man. You gotta pay attention to the little things. Look at this. Jump stop, look away, bro, fake him, yap, and then, bro, that's elite. Elite. That's what I'm talking about. Jump shot is sweet. Yeah. 3 to the shoot, boy. My goodness, boy, that's elite vision. This is how you close. This is how you play better, man. They double, make the kick, especially when you have scorers around you. You gotta know he's clutch too. What we doing here, bro? In the backcourt. You see right here, it's in the backcourt. So bro, there's no excuse for this. Look. And Kawhi switches again, bro. And then the quick foul. Kawhi even switches again. What are y'all doing? This is clearly the game plan. The fact that it went to the backcourt, the fact that they're about to call a time. Dallas, go to it right now. Bro, but what I'm saying is the fact that he called a timeout, which he's about to do, you get what I'm saying? And Luka, you already know he's going to work. But the fact that, and look at this, all paint, man. Just, you got to play better defense. But the fact that they went to the backcourt, you get what I'm saying? As Luka does the year, oh my goodness, that's elite, man. Paul George, where you going? But the fact that he goes to the backcourt and he's doing this and you can see the play that they're going to do, you should already know and have more IQ not to switch, not to do nothing. And now they have less time to even run that same play. So you gotta know, and you gotta know what to do. You gotta know your KYP, know your personnel, adjust to the moment. So you see right here, Kawhi clearly is on Luka. Clearly you can see a mano, jersey to jersey, he's tight. So this already shows you, if you look at Luka and Kawhi's tight on him. He can fight through the screen. He can fight through it, and he can go through it. So there doesn't need to be a switch because he's tight on him. You can brush through the screen. There's only 3.7. There's no need to switch. There's no need to do none of that. Basically, you get what I'm saying? And because that's the KYP and you know that he's been cooking everybody else, this is what you have to stick to. We're not switching. We're not bailing you out. We're forcing through. You get what I'm saying? And if, let's say, Max actually rolls off of this, and because you force through, and you get what I'm saying, and you don't switch, so he might be open, at the end of the day, you have Morris right there in the pocket. Morris is in the gap. He could guard both. He could guard Hardaway. He's going to drift out to 3, and he's going to guard the Max when he cuts. So at the end of the day, you don't need to switch. You're not switching because of, oh, you know, I'm defeated. And if, let's say, worst comes to worst, Worst comes to worst, Morris actually picks up Max, you get what I'm saying? And let's say Reggie's out of position because Kawhi forces through and doesn't switch and you're worried about the roller and you have Morris right there and he picks up. Let's say at worst he picks up. This is what you want because you're going to force the hardest pass out of all the passes in the game right now is the skip pass all the way across to the quarter to Hardaway drifting out to 3. And even if he does make that pass with elite vision and with elite timing, at the end of the day, it's such a far pass that Morris could actually gap, meet Max in the middle, and actually still get back and meet Hardaway by the time the pass gets to him, and you're going to force a contested shot or an ISO by Hardaway. And that's what you would want in this situation. You don't want your star to come get the ball, especially when he's been cooking all the time down the stretch without Kawhi on him. This is called coaching. This is called what you do, and this is called game planning. You got to force other things. You got to pick the lesser of two evils. You get what I'm saying? And this is where Doc dropped the ball. Doc made a mistake. He used IQ and wasn't thinking because at the end of the day, he's actually rolling. Max is not Porzingis where you have to switch because he can shoot a 3. Look at this. Now you switch, bro. My God, man. My God. Luka, you get buckets like I'm Luka. Come on, man. Yo, that's what elite looks like. Look at this. My God. Now you switched. Easy switch. Not even a fight. My goodness. That's a step back. You better get back, boy. Bro, that's what elite looks like, man. Look, yo, bro, they cooking season, bro. That's good fucking shot. Yeah, that's what he do. He said good fucking shot. Yo, Mike, look at the cooking season. That's how many game winners on the Clippers beam. Good fucking shot. Watch out his ankle. Relax, boy. Relax, bro. That's crazy, man. Yeah. Shots! Yes! Game Boy no Nintendo. Bro, that's outrageous. How many game winners is on your head, top Clippers? How many? You got Booker, now you got Luka, all the elites, man. Just getting game winner after game winner. Like, it's actually crazy. Clippers defense is supposed to be, on paper, supposed to be an elite defensive team, especially when you look at the wings. You know what I'm saying? When you look at Paul George, when you look at Kawhi, when you look at Morris, obviously he's not as quick foot speed, but he has the body up. He has the girth to cut you off, etc., etc. And just when I look at if you go look at Luka's buckets, man, all paint. My goodness, like he works at the Home Depot. Like, what is going on here? This shit is crazy, man. God damn, yo, like, just switches, abuse. That's why I tell people playoffs is all about mismatch. It's about picking your poison, about matchups, about, going mano a mano with the mismatch, the weak link, exposing. You don't even need to run play and set plays. That's why you need a star to kill, because the mismatch is what's unguardable. At the end of the day, you have it on paper, oh, we're not going to switch. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. But at the end of the day, when it's that time and the ball is in the hand and you switch and it's a mano from that mismatch is where you create everything. Now you help. I got to pass to the corner. And now everything's created from that thing. That's why they say stars is what win championships. Stars is what gets it done in the playoffs, because at the end of the day, role players, I don't need to help. I can pad that guy and he can't create. You know what I'm saying? This is a different echelon. Luka's just, bro, he's a different breed, man. The fact that he's on a bad ankle, the fact that there's no Porzingis, the fact that they were down 20, all the negatives things and all those things in line just was the average person. It's just, I can't win this game, whatever it is, what it is. We're a young team, you know what I mean? KP is out. I have a bad ankle. I'm just going to try and fight for myself and play. But at the end of the day, like, I don't expect to win. This man said, we're down and it don't matter because I can put buckets on a platter. That's when you know he is a different breed. Like, there's so many things I've seen from Luka in this series that has just shown me that this guy is definitely the face of the league. You already know, like, he's basically Larry Bird 2.0. You know what I mean? Like, it's basically like, it's just the league is in good hands, and it's just crazy how the league just gets, the generational talent just advances and advances and advances. The records he's breaking, and it's only his second year. This is very impressive, man. I don't even know if I've seen this before. Like, this is reckless. This is literally reckless. This is literally like MJ type of stuff. It's actually elite, man. Like, bruh, like when Luka has Kawhi on him, this is why I wanted Kawhi to continuously force through and not switch, have Luka on him. And because Luka's on him, I've seen him move like not do elite takes with Kawhi on him. Obviously, he's the best defender. But at the end of the day, I've seen MJ with the best defender on him. I've seen Kobe with the best defender on him. I've seen LeBron with the best defender on him. I've seen KD with the best defender on him. Well, LeBron even more so passes with the best defender on him. But I've seen KD, I've seen him with the best defender on him. Larry Bird, X, Y, and Z. So when I look at it from that perspective, I wanted to see what he would do with the best defender on him. And I've seen Luka kind of pass the ball and shy away certain times. So that's why, even though he's in that great conversation, he's not on that MJ, Kobe, them type of level yet, but he's on that trajectory. You know what I mean? The fact that he's still able to be clutch regardless already puts him in that breath. But the nitpicking for me is where, incomparable to those greats. But the fact that he's in that conversation already means he's elite. Like, he's already different. Now, when I look at the Clippers, bruh, for me to say why I know it's coaching is because I look and I see every time it's the same thing with Lou Will. Touch, go back, touch, go back, touch, go back. Even when they somewhat miscommunicated and was late on the touching and go back, they still didn't fully switch. So that tells me you did the same thing every time. For you to do the same thing every time, even without communicating and all that type of stuff, that's game plan. You know what I'm saying? They said, you know what? Switch. Don't switch. We don't want Lou Will on him. He's the weak link defensively. Okay. But now that he's cooking Reggie's not supposed to be a weak link defensively like that. But the fact that he's cook Reggie. Now he becomes a weak link defensively. Now we have to use context and KYP and adjust to the situation. You get what I'm saying? Deep level thinking. Now we gotta, you know what? Whatever you did with Lou Will, that also applies to Reggie. That's what we gotta do. And the fact that Doc didn't adjust that, and I could see sometimes they kind of did it, sometimes they didn't. Like, the praise I give to coaches is to a certain extent. And the blame that I give to coaches is to a certain extent. At the end of the day, for me, it's always about the players. Because again, if we praise you, when they win, the players always get more praise than the coaches. So now when it goes wrong, we can't just put blame on only the coaches. Put that same energy to the players. So if Kawhi is that guy, and Kawhi's from the Kobe ilk, and Kawhi's from the MJ ilk, Kawhi has to say, enough is enough, I'm guarding him. He has to put the onus on himself. No, we're not switching. Forget that shit. Demand it. I seen Kobe. Remember when I showed him my earlier breakdown? Go check it out. My breakdown from the throwback when he was facing the Celtics, when World Peace was trying to cook or was getting cooked by Pierce. I want him. And if now they tell you no, whatever the case is, that's different. But the fact that you're guarding him, we're not switching. Forget that shit. The onus is on you if you're that guy. So my blame is Kawhi first, then Doc. I will never have Doc first unless it's like a rotation or stuff like that where it's out of the player's control. Now, when it comes to Pandemic P that everybody's roasting and dying about, you know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, like I said, Paul George he's elite caliber. He's not like the Frozen where it's like his caliber is here and then he underperformed on the part to this level. His caliber is still high, but he still does underperform to this level. So he's an advanced version of DeRozan. You know what I'm saying? That's what he literally is. This is the same thing that I say with the Hardens, with even Curry to a certain extent. These guys just continuously in big moments, their palms are sweaty. They're not comparable to the KDs. They're not comparable to the Brons. They're not comparable to the Kawhi. Like, these guys turn it on. They know how to turn it on, and rarely do they have a bad game. Like, I'm never mad at you having a bad game, but to me, like, when I see you miss a point blank layup like that, and that's normally guaranteed for you, you're missing OD shots. It's mental. It's mental. Mentally, he's not as strong as those guys because those guys wake up. They know how to turn it on. Paul George is like you could see he gets nervous. And for me, you know me, I could read between the lines and I could read what's going on. I know he's in his own head. It's not that he has no ability. It's not that he's fugazi. It's the same thing with DeRozan, same thing with Harden. They get in their own heads. And that's why I don't have them on that higher tier. They're still on a high tier compared to the rest of the league, but they're not on a higher tier to that level. And it's just atrocious. And the fact that the one positive I'll say with the Clippers is the fact that Paul George has been sussing this whole series, and you've been in tight games with a best offensive team, shows you that this team is clearly an elite team. But the issue for me is not even more so the offense. Obviously, like I said before, the hierarchy. And you've seen how the hierarchy was established in game 3. And you see how the hierarchy is clearly established in this game. You know what I'm saying? And Lou Will established that clearly in the clutch. My hierarchy is higher than Paul George. It's actually Kawhi, Lou Will, then Paul George. You know what I'm saying? Than everybody else. But at the end of the day, you've seen how the hierarchy is established. And then what happens now? Simply, it's just the defense. The defense is the main issue. Like, you can't continuously to give layup after layup after layup after layup. Like, it's just actually atrocious. This defense is actually sad. Now, The Mavs are the number one offensive team, but this is one-on-one. Like, they're not running OD plays. This is one-on-one blow-bys. This is one-on-one, like, get cooking season. Like, this is one-on-one. Man, you see what happened and what happened. This is the IQ, the deep level context. Thank you for coming for that IQ, because that's what I do. Share, like, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. You already know, bruh. Donate. If you help your boy, donate. The links are below and the instructions are below, and help support your boy. You already know, on this grind, on this journey. And again, I will have a video on the Raptors and the Celtics advancing. The Raptors and the Celtics, a great second round matchup to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned for that. You already know, bruh. And I'm out, man.